opening screen and I'm already creeped out.
Okay.
True, what kind of game would you buy me?
Sorry everyone, I'm feeling a bit down today, so my commentary won't be here.
So I went off the screen to like share things, and I came back and now it's all happy.
Okie doke.
Scared. You can hear me, right?
Yeah.
You can hear the game?
Yeah.
You can hear me over the game?
Yeah.
Okay. New game. This game is not suitable for children or those who are easily disturbed. Do you wish to continue? I'm sorry, I can't continue. No, I can continue. It sounds so happy.
Who says the game's loud compared to you?
Okay, well. Is that better? The walker's brutal, but this cabin is amazing. Full kitchen, running water. It really has everything. We are not doing voice acting time, okay? If I was going to do voice acting time, I'd have more people. Finally, a place I can read a good book in peace. I can't wait to, Achoo! I'm sorry, but it must be the dust. Carrying... Is it Karen or Kareen? Get those allergies under control, Mariah. Gregor. Don't worry, guys. I'm sure with a little elbow grease we can make this cabin shine. So, are you volunteering to clean, Gregor? No. Not many supplies here. We'll just have to go out and get what we need. There's a fireplace for making stew. Let's gather up firewood, okay? Leave that to me, little guy. I'll tidy up the cabin and need to save Mariah from dying due to this dust. Hey! Matt calls her Karen. Did Matt Pat play this? Allergies are nothing to joke about, Karen. She's not dead yet, Pipsqueak. Calm down. Thanks, Anatoly. What kind of name is Anatoly, Gregor? The only one with a normal name is Mariah.
Gregor's a normal European name, you racist.
Yeah, well, this is supposed to be based like Eastern European, so I guess that makes sense. I think the slime molds would be most delicious. Anatoly, certainly not. What about the fungi? You know which ones are poisonous, right, Anatoly? I could probably figure that out. You can be the canary in the coal mine. I'm not ending up a corpse here. Keep both sides open, little guy. Plenty of wolves and brown bears around. They won't be a problem. I read upon 10 different techniques to incapacitate them. Number 1 is... Anatoly? Yeah, sorry, Mariah. Got carried away again. I'll help Anatoly look for good food. I'm definitely warding off the wild animals. Come empty-handed, we can also eat some of the food we brought. Need the emergency rations? Bad idea. Anatoly's getting food, Gregor's gathering firewood. That makes you our designated chef. Everyone's looking at you. You not. Oh. So I'm not one of these characters. I'm random. Cool. Alright, let's go work while there's still sunlight. Yay. Mariah, Anatoly, Gregor, the three exit the cabin, leaving you and Karen alone. I think Anatoly put the supplies in the kitchen. Thanks for helping out with the cooking. Tutorial: to save the game, click the right save game. We'll just save because, yeah. Menu will allow you to adjust the volume levels or exit to the title screen to view unlockables. By the way, I left this game to go like share shit and then it got creepy. Can't you hear us? Do you have any experience making meals? Probably not. I'm extremely lazy. This is a dating sim, right? I'm extremely lazy. Well, I appreciate your honesty. Let me know if you need any help. I'm pretty good with a knife. Aw, shit. She's so
Lazy Lucy.
Nice. Perhaps this is the beginning of a wonderful relationship. Karen will remember that. Anyways, I'm gonna check out the living room. Let's talk later. Starts dusting a bit. You decide to look around the kitchen to find ingredients for the meals. You never know what you'll find in the cabin. Clues and secrets maybe. The cupboards. Elsewhere, behind the woodpile, nothing but cobwebs. Thankfully, no spiders. You've been excited for this stream? Okay. You check the drawers on the left. Just some dirty knives. The drawers. You check the drawers with the mouthful. Mold is growing in one. Maybe Karen will find it appetizing. I don't. Just some mouse turds and cobwebs. Something is making it difficult. You pull it open with all your might.
Wee! Cabbage!
Oh dear God. Why do they talk? Trumpet, sound off. Never fear, Onion is here. Like my cousin Cornbread says, I'll rise to the occasion.
Raspberry!
Raspberry, always merry raspberry.
Oh, yeah?
Potato? Cabbage stuffed me into this drawer. I'm pretty sure it counts as kidnapping. Trumpets! Why talk with those boring humans? All they have to give you is drama. Come chat with us instead. We'll share valuable recipes you can cook. We'll share our secret trumpet recipes. Collect them all to become a 5-star chef. Potato. You can unlock recipes into the main menu. But be sure, under extra, but be sure to save the game. To celebrate, here's your first recipe card. Roasted eggplant with sesame and pomegranate, meat-free. You've unlocked your first recipe. We're gonna take a screenshot of that, because I'm gonna use it for fucking thumbnails later. If you want to talk, just come to the drawer, Trumpet. Let's move out. Cabbage root please slams the drawer closed. You wonder if that what you saw was real. You're slightly worried if what this means for your mental state, but only slightly. Hey, did you find the supplies? You shake your head. Anatole lied. He put them in the bedroom. Idiot. Here you go. Emergency supplies. It leaves you alone. You start the fire with some wood, and you get cooking dinner. Tonight's entree: vegetable stew. You know, large, medium heat. You heat some water with potatoes, carrots, celery in it. 15 minutes later, you drain the pan and set the vegetables aside. Okay, so we're just cooking here. As long as I don't actually have to do cooking. Onions are tender and translucent. Perfect. Flour, salt, pepper, heavy cream into the saucepan. Adding vegetables into the mix. Hours pass. How long are you taking with this vegetable soup? We're back. More firewood than you'll ever need. We actually found some wild sorrel. Maybe tomorrow we'll have a bigger bounty. What's sorrel? What's sorrel? I don't know what sorrel is. Anatole is burying the lead. We saw a red deer. Mariah spotted it. Well, that's good. That's great. Anyways, killed 17 spiders today while you were out looking at that deer. I should come as no surprise. There's 160 species of spiders here. 160? Don't worry, Mariah. I'm sure they were all in the bathroom or something. No. All of them were near the couch. I was gonna sleep on the couch. That's where 16 of them were. Hold on, I keep pressing. So if you press like the right click, I'm not sleeping on that couch then. And there's only 2 beds in the bedroom. Don't sweat it, Mariah. I could sleep anywhere, so I'll sleep in the rocking chair. I'll sleep with one eye open, just in case any of them swarm the couch. Thanks, Gregor. And Kevin and Anatoly, you can take the bedroom. Thanks, big guy. Joke's on you, Gregor. I always plan on taking on one of the beds. Hey, Anatoly, I snore louder than the lumberyard. Sweet dreams. You turn back to your bubbling vegetable stew and try a bite. This tastes pretty good. You cooked vegetable stew. Mariah. Just the not fan of the spiders. Oh, this smells delicious. Thank you. You must be a world-class chef. Takes a bite. It's bland as hell. Karen, it tastes like every other vegetable stew I've had. So generic. You probably could use some meat next time. Gross. For a side dish, you could bake some bread. Utilize Frank. Bitch, I'm gonna kill you. No, we are not using the scientific term for strawberries today. No. Nobody cares at Pipsqueak. Everyone laughs at Karen's polite ribbing. Nothing makes you happier than cooking for a meal for great friends. This could very well be the best day you've ever had. You go to bed stuffed. Day 0. Hey, you up? How'd you sleep? I was so warm last night, I didn't even need a blanket. What time is it? About 1 hour until dawn? Will you two pipe down? I'm trying to sleep over here. Yawn, Gregor, the birds outside aren't making noise yet. We didn't bring many supplies. We gotta get a head start on gathering food. I honestly can't see trees outside right now. Gregor, did you see any spiders last night? There was a small one in the bathroom. Actually, I did see a centipede by the sink. Mariah turns a little pale. Karen's messing with you, Mariah. Let's find more wild sorrel today. What is sorrel? You're lucky, little guy. It may teach you how to catch some wild brown trout. What's with you and meat, big guy? Anatole's herbalism book states there's many more species of plants to eat out here. Let's leave the fish alone. You know, I'm not into meat. That's a shame. I'd wake up early to go fishing. Cheer up, Mariah. We'll get to observe the trout at least. That sounds like a euphemism. Billy? Billy? He muted himself. He's sick. Karen, that sounds like a waste of time, Gregor. Haha. I'm supposed to find some black thornberries. I love black thornberries. Perhaps we'll be back later. Can you watch our stuff today? You nod. Mariah, thank you. Anatoly, thanks. Karen, don't steal anything, okay? You nod. Leave the cabin with a hop in their step. You're alone, but thankfully you have a drawer of trumpets to keep you company. Each day you'll ask. Get one choice, and the day will end. Choose wisely. Let's go to the basement. This door goes into the basement. There's no reason to go into the basement. Right? Wait for the others to return. We're back. Teehee, knock it off, Mariah. Pretty rare to be scared. It's not. Who knew the big guy we were so scared of? Shut up. You don't understand. I don't think anyone understands, Gregor. It was just a marmot, Gregor, not a monster. Mariah laughed so hard your ears rings. Jesus Christ. Tears rolling down Mariah's cheeks. She's laughing so hard she's about to hyperventilate. Stop it. Mariah from hyperventilating? Absolutely not. One less mouth to feed, right? Aw, shit. You don't get it. It's pretty personal. Then please explain, big guy. Gregor looks incredibly uncomfortable. Let's leave him alone. I found some raspberries and elderberries in the cabin. Quite a selection of berries. Found some wild sorrel. I mean, is this gonna be enough for a good meal? Everyone's looking for you for an answer. You decide to go do an inventory. It takes you all, but you decide your specialty. Cabbage rolls. You both... Can I help you, cat? You know, Ginger, you're a pain in my ass. You really are. You know I got a stream, right? Hold on, there's a minor interruption. I need you to go. Come on. Come on. Nope, 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 nope. Off the desk. Thank you. Use your hands to mix thoroughly. You decide to wash your hands after, but it won't come off. Dividing the rice mixture evenly. Roll them up, tie a string around them so they can stay in one piece. Cabbage rolls and... Okay, so cooking. We are cooking. Pouring the rest of the tomato mixture over the top, covering it. You bring it to a boil. You reduce the heat low and the cabbage will simmer for about 40 minutes, being sure to baste it with the liquid. Yummy! You cooked cabbage rolls. Mariah looks optimistic, Karen looks skeptical, and Tully looks curious. Gregor looks thrilled. You watch intently as everyone takes the first bite. I keep kicking the button. This is pretty darn good. Wow, I could eat the whole batch myself. I think the vegetable stew tastes better. I love how tender the cabbage is. Sauce is pretty red. Do you use fresh tomatoes for it? It really adds to it. Spoon some of the liquid on top, but you'll thank me later. Incredible. It's definitely growing on me. Thanks again for cooking. This is really special. Everyone leaves the dishes behind for you to do. Why are we here? Not happening. You settle in and go to bed. Everyone goes to bed full. Tomorrow will be another great day. 2. Good morning, everyone. Again, Gregor? Can't you let us sleep in? Not today. Why? Storm clouds are gathering outside. We need to find some food before it begins to downpour. Gregor, you're overreacting. We have enough food to last us a while. Enough food? I thought we used most of the supplies for last night's dinner. He's right. The meal you made was delicious, but you used a lot of what we had. Your result's also correct. Precipitation is unusually high in this area, with many areas being high risk for flooding. It'd be foolish not to go out to look for food today. You really think it'll flood? Thankfully, the cabin's on high ground, but it doesn't mean we're safe from floodwaters. So it's a possibility. Can't be hurt to be prepared. You're losing it, Gregor. Karen, nothing to worry about. Muted coughing fit. I'm sorry, sweetheart. I think Gregor's right, Karen. Huh? It won't hurt to prepare for the worst. I think she's right, Karen. Fail to prepare is prepared. Fail to prepare, prepare to fail. Anatoly, let's go out and prepare for the storm. Foraging should be key, plenty of edible foods, and better the odds than trying to hunt. Give me a few minutes, I'll pull it out on some paper. Let me help, little guy. And they disappear. Well, hang around. Unfortunately, in life you can't make everyone happy. When given the choice to speak to a character to use wisely, you can only select one of them to max out your bonds. Which one would you like to talk to? Eeny, meeny, miny, moe. Catch a tiger by the toe. If he follows, let him go. My mom said to pick the very best one. And you are not it. You. You walk over to her. There's some great books here. Which one's your favorite? The romantic one. Oh yeah? A few pages. It seems pretty melodramatic. Why is everyone crying all the time? You shrug. Maybe the ending redeems it, but from what I've read, the book is hot garbage. Sorry. Ray looks pretty disappointed in your answer. There are definitely better. I'll give you a list of my recommendations later. Cheer from the other room. Looks like the two are wrapping up their meeting. Gregor and Anatoly come back from their meeting. Gregor is blushing slightly. Hey, can you cook us something while we're out? You nod. Thank you. Alright, we have a rat now. Let's beat these rain clouds. Group leads. Determine if ever you have the cabin all to yourself. What? Radio? What's going on with that radio? You didn't notice it. You don't make that. Seems to be broken. Better hold on to this. You've got a strange radio. Before you cook dinner, what should you check out? Back to the kitchen. Hold on, I gotta let the cat out.
Hello!
And I'm talking to the talking vegetables again. Let's go. I'm sorry, talking vegetables, fruit, and the random bread. Hello! Good to see you again.
Onion!
I thought you abandoned us. Why are you trying to fool them? Go ahead, make those meals you enjoy so much. Raspberry? No thanks. That vegetable stew? Gross. You already stunk up the cabin last night. Spare, sir.
Cabbage.
Onion? It almost smelled as bad as you,
Boy,
Stinky.
boy.
Almost. You aren't gonna give them the recipe, Onion?
Boy, boy.
I guess. Hey, ever notice the poor humans don't give you any
Boy,
recipes?
boy.
Those monsters. This is why you should spend more time with us.
Boy.
Right? Of course. Perfect recipe for
Boy,
you today.
boy.
Nice, and it'll press the dinner guest. You received borscht recipe.
Boy, boy.
Don't burn down the cabin making it, okay? You nod.
Yeah.
Don't be afraid. Trumpets, mosey up. You shut the drawer and wait for the others to return. Maya's back early today. Hey, the others are still looking for food outside. Anatoly found some more berries, but nothing that will feed all of us. Please don't tell the others. I'm a little worried about our supplies. I just crunched the numbers. We don't have enough food, even with rationing. If there's we'll get stuck here. Mariah seems disappointed in your inventory management. Can you try to cook with a little less this evening? Thank you. You've done a great job with meals so far. You're very sweet. Hee. Save the game. So wait, I can go to the title screen.
Wee! Cabbage!
Energetic, skill, keep particle physics. Vegan borscht. So it actually gives you like actual recipes. You need beets though. Fun size. Super tall, a glass of water. Right, well, remember that. Your relationship is stronger. Maybe you can teach me to cook sometime, you nodded. You nod. Looking forward to it. Hey, can you hold cooking classes here someday? Rudely interrupted in a tender moment, the others burst into the cabin. Don't be so down, everyone. We got tons of good berries. Jam is so bland without any sugar. Do you have any sugar? You shake your head sadly. Yikes. Turn that frown upside down, Karen. Who knows what tomorrow will bring. I'm not smiling for you, Gregor. You missed out. The sunset was tremendous on our way back. Hues of orange, red, a little purple poking out. A red sky at night, sailor's delight. Red sky in the morning, sailors take warning. So we can expect a sailor's delight tomorrow? That's awesome. You're such an optimist, big guy. You must have walked a few miles today. Gorgeous sights. You can even see the snow on the tips of the mountains. That rumble sounded like a dying calf. You look from person to person, turned to confirm who it was for. It was definitely Mariah. Mariah, I recognize that sound anywhere. Guilty. She looks embarrassed with a group laughs at her. Except for you. You search your mind for something to say, but all you can think of is an old riddle. Those who have it don't want it. Those who have it least succeed. Those who have it for too long perish. When you feed it, it gets smaller. What am I? Dust? Try again, big guy. Runs pondering the answer. Lights up. I got it! Is it hunger? Correct. Yeah, I was gonna guess that. Gregor, so what's on the menu tonight? Bread and jam? You crush the berries into a small mortar and pestle, spreading it on some crusted jam. You cooked raspberry and jam bread. Bread's a little tough, Gregor. Don't look a gift horse in the mouth. This homemade jam is to die for. Sorry. No, you're right, Gregor. This bread stinks. Mariah. Everyone laughs. You're not sure this could be called a meal, but you got the job done. Everyone thanks you for dinner and heads off to sleep. You go to bed wishing you had more. You have a strange dream. Something is riding on your back, and it's becoming a nuisance. You try to see in the mirror, but you can't get a good look at it. You try almost everything, but it won't get off. The pain between your shoulder blades is getting worse by the minute. You wander away from the cabin, stumbling by a river to soak your pain in cool water. You didn't want to come to this, but you've exhausted all other options. You swim up to the middle, the rocks on the bottom cut your feet, you slip and fall to your knees, you lean back, trying to submerge underneath the waters, but it won't drown, you splash frantically, plunging your head beneath the water. The current takes you downstream, you try swimming to the shore, but it's no use. The water fills your mouth and nostrils. After a minute you stop, struggling against the current. As you gaze up to the skies, you feel it leaving your back, drifting off the sky. Into the sky as you sink to the bottom. As you take your last gasp, you see what was on your back staring into your eyes. But you don't have the air in your lungs to scream. You wake up in a cold sweat. What? Hello? Wake up. Sorry, you're making strange noises in your sleep. What's going on, Gregor? Did the lightning wake you up? It woke me up. I tried to fall asleep, but it's so loud. Just get back to sleep. We'll talk about this in the morning. Everyone nods in agreement and goes back to bed. Except for you. You can't fall back asleep. You still get goosebumps from the nightmare. Karen snoring is louder than a sawmill. You find it loud and distracting. You won't sleep a week. Everyone's up and awake. You hear the front door open and quickly slam shut. Bill sounds petrified. I locked the door and we're completely surrounded by flood. It looks like the sailor's warning is more appropriate for today. Maybe I'll clear up tomorrow. You can't steal the big guy's optimism. Aaron, why the hell not? That is all he has going for him. He's also good at chopping wood, though. Knock it off, you two. Mariah, do you think it'll clear up tomorrow? Give it a 27% chance of clearing up based on what? Based on was bored stiff, and I looked at the local precipitation levels for the past 20 years in the living room. Sounds like you're stealing Anatole's thunder. Anatole's, you're a book nerd, right? Why didn't you read it? Ugh. Couldn't make it past the cover. Is that right? Yeah. Bookshelf has some great books on artisan crafting and natural sciences. I let them sit there gathering dust. Why do you arrive at 20% chance of it clearing up tomorrow? It's easy. Take the time, year, multiply it by the factor of... Mariah begins to explain the meteorology to you. She isn't dumbing any of this down. This is math? I never agreed to math. So first thing you do is need to understand minutes of explanation feel like hours. You look over at Anatoly. He's listening intently to Mariah. So intently he hasn't blinked yet. Mr. Puff, thank you. Toss a coin to your streamer. We're not gonna continue because it's copywritten. Hello, Mr. Puff. You can see his eyes drying up. A tear rolls down to one of his cheeks. This is brutal to watch. Mariah finally wraps up her lecture. She ends with a bow. Nobody claps. Tough crowd. Mariah, that was awe-inspiring. You lost me after a few minutes, but that's okay. I didn't understand a word of any of it. Just hold sure to see you. Anyway, there's no telling how long we can't leave the cabin until the floodwaters stop. Our food situation's a little tight, but I know you'll make the right decisions. I believe in you. Me too, Mariah. It looks like we have leftover berries and where's food? Jam. I'll pass on the jam. Just give me more of the crusty bread. Everyone laughs except for you. Everyone's trying to, you need to keep everyone fed and happy. You sneak out of the kitchen while everyone's talking. You have some crusty bread and work making jam. With the kitchen to yourself, you decide to check on the chompettes. Hello!
Hello!
These things are so cute, but they're so terrifying. Don't worry, as leader of the chompettes, I'll make sure none of the humans know about us.
Onion!
Big guy tried eating me like an apple, so definitely don't tell them about us. I keep clicking on the thing. Potato is silent. What are your plans? Are your plans going awry? Da-dum-bum. Got another cornbread classic for you. Did you hear about the bread maker's bakery burning down? No? Her business is now toast. Yay. That one's been done to death. Do you know how the raspberry milk were introduced? You tell her no. Raspberry milkshake. You let out an audible groan. Did the cornbread teach you that one? Nope, I wasted an entire day thinking about that terrible fun. The potato was just silent. Well, it's worth the time and effort, Raspberry. You'll win the annual Chompette Comedy Competition this year. Of course. And not while I'm here. I won't choke on stage this year. Isn't that every year, Brad? You're still talking about that closing line, Brad? You're gonna do great this year, Potato. Anyway, don't even think of eating us if you're hungry. Chompettes stick together through thick and thin. Rain or shine. Feast and famine. Potato, I swear to God, repeat the line or we're locking you up again. What? What? Life or death, that's right. Chompettes, move out. Chompettes somehow manage to close the door on themselves. You bring the crusty bread and jam into the living room. Karen interrupts you bringing the food. Take you long enough. Karen looks at the 2 slices of bread left and the mason jar. Excuse me. Karen's right. What the hell is the matter with you? You grip the knife tightly in your hand. You think this is enough for 5 of us? Wait, we can't throw this bread away. It's all we have left. Gregor's right. Anatoly will roll sports goes. I'm no scientist, sorry. Let's pick off as much of the mold as we can. We can't leave with the floodwaters. So this will have to last us another day. Everyone grimly nods, ripping the pieces like packs of wolves. Gregor seems to unhinge his jaw and eat one bite. He looks like a duck eating bread. Thanks again. The bread and jam isn't much of a meal, but it's more than what we had when we left Ukraine. Aww. Rainwater. Plenty of rainwater outside, at least we won't die of dehydration, but until the storm is over, no one should leave the cabin. Should clear up if we give it a chance. Anatole, what are you getting that information from? One of the books on the bookshelf talked about the climate here. You're illiterate, so that's definitely a lie. I've seen him reading. The little guy's been studying. I'm serious. He pretends to read those books because he wants us to think he's smart. But I can tell he's just staring at the page and faking it. What do you think? I'm just gonna go. You must be going blind then. Thanks. I don't know why Karen would make something up of it. You aren't fooling anyone, Anatole. Karen stormed off. Thanks for backing me up. And good to have someone so positive around here. Anatoly looks relieved. You think he'll remember that? Let's call it a day, I guess. Yeah, sure. Everyone shuffles off to their sleeping areas. 10 minutes later. Hey, Karen likes to find someone's weakness and use it against someone she's frustrated. She just wanted to thank you for backing me up earlier. You're very sweet to do that. Anatoly looks at you with a look of admiration. See you tomorrow. Anatoly looks like he's blushing when he walks off. You're definitely sure Anatoly will remember that. You get ready for bed, put the blanket on. You go to bed very hungry. Am I gonna have to start killing the frickin' vegetables? You don't dream the entire night, but you sleep through everyone waking up. And that's how fast a deer could run if it was startled. Whoa, incredible. Impressive. Yawn. I wish they had deer here. With the food getting lower, let's just skip to day's meal. No. It's only from one day. Various cultures practice fasting throughout history. That doesn't make us feel any better. What option? Our food was rationed properly. Passive aggressive of him. Everyone goes to a separate area. Karen's in the bedroom. Gregor's in the living room. Mariah's in the kitchen. Sally's in the bathroom. Who do you want to go speak to? Chat with Gregor. Hey, there are plenty of blankets, but I never need one. I generate enough heat for the entire cabin. Most of these blankets are pretty thick. Everyone's mostly used for the winter. Why are these out during the summer? You shrugged. To be honest, I feel kind of guilty eating all that food in a couple days. This should be over soon enough, right? You nod in agreement. Great, thanks again for everything. Gregor will remember that. I like Gregor. The Gregor to go mill around. Looks pretty down this evening. Rain, wish the rain would just stop. You're doing great. We're almost at the end of the nightmare. So hungry. Me too. You are too. You wish everyone would a good night and get ready for bed. You go to bed with a growling stomach. You have a strange dream. A boy is yelling at you in the kitchen. You keep telling him to lie down in the tray. He keeps shaking his head, calling you names. So you do it. You lie down in the tray and make your body as stiff as a board. You show him how it's done. His anger turns to courage, and he pushes you into the oven. The stench of burning hair fills your lungs, and you see him sneering back at you. You wake up in a cold sweat. Seems to sleep later than normal. Their stomachs must have kept them awake all night. The rain is still pouring outside. You can barely make it out the trees from the windows. You hear her stirring up blankets and arms and legs. Mariah looks petrified. Couldn't sleep. Anatolia's bag's undersized. The storm was too loud. Karen looks out of it. Cabin's creaking so much last night sounded alive. Looks a little gaunt. I got a good look out the window. And see anything due to the rain. Great observation, Gregor. I was so hungry last night. I kept pacing around. When is this gonna end? I checked outside the door. The blood just keep rising. Unfortunately, we're gonna need to stay put unless one of us gets drowned in rainwater. So this we'll be able to scavenge for supplies. How close is the nearest town? I don't know. Didn't you have a map on you? I think I dropped it when we were running after Gregor. I'm sure it'll show up eventually. Mariah and Anatole go white as a sheet. How are we gonna find our way back now? Well, I have to ride out the storm. Mariah looks at you. We're down to our last ice. I don't know how much we can put off eating. Stares at you. It will clear up in no time. Maybe you're right. The group looks worried. They all gravitate to an area. Mariah. It's cold as hell over here. I was surprised Gregor isn't freezing to death last night. Yeah, I did get the notification. Thank you. Thank you for tipping. You didn't have to do that. You explained to Mariah how the size of a person and fat content determine how they are warm naturally. God, wish I was as big as Gregor. But to be honest, I don't need to be that tall to make a difference in the world. You know what he wanted to do for her career? Mariah does her best Gregor impression. Split firewood and gaze at stars. How boring is that? Depends on the person, but pretty boring. You're so funny. Thanks for coming and chatting with me. I blushes a little. You make it easier to pass the time. Thank you. You're pretty sure Mariah will remember that? Yeah, here's something to help you get through what's coming up. I have a feeling something bad's gonna happen at some point. You think or leave the bedroom. You hold everyone together, they look grim. You could cut the tension in the room with a knife. Everyone is staring at you. They're expecting the last piece of you bring it out and everyone can't take their eyes off it. You instruct everyone to take a pinch. And slowly all 5 of you tear it apart like a wishbone. Everyone studies their piece of bread carefully, wondering how long it'll last. Karen is the first to eat hers. She chews each bite 100 times, opening his mouth. Nibbles silently. Oh, it's what Gregor just pops in his mouth like a cherry. It was gone in an instant. The group thinks you awkwardly, you've run out of options. You wish everyone a good night. You go to bed starving. Good morning. Mariah, morning. Let me check if the rain has stopped. It has not. Gregor. It's still flooding. What are we gonna do? Humans can live about 2 to 3 weeks without food. Water isn't a concern. Rainfall should end in a day or two, right? Actually, precipitation occurs more than 250 days a year here. You really think it can rain that long? Anatoly, it's been days already. What makes you think it'll stop anytime soon? Relax, everyone. How long can we ride this out? Fingers crossed it's done by tomorrow. It slowly creeps in. Everyone's looking scared, but you need to survive. In discussion. Or Anatoly in the living room. Speak with Mariah. Hey, she looks relieved to see you. Here we go. How are you holding up? Better question is, how are you holding up? Not very good. Very sweet of you to ask. Maria looks at you intently. She gets a little closer to you. I noticed you didn't use any meat when cooking. Usually I have to pick it out food when others make, but you respected that. Thank you. Mariah's looking at you with admiration. I need to speak with Gregor for a few minutes, but thanks again. You definitely sure Mariah will remember that. You decide to check out the drawer again. Ask Potato where the others are. They'll be back. They wanted to explore the labyrinth of tunnels around the cabin. You've seen mouse holes, right? They connect all over the cabin. Must have been a mouse that created them, or worse. Anyways, I'm not gonna sugarcoat this. Things are gonna get worse from here on out. You have a feeling that Potato's telling the truth. You realize drool is leaking out of your mouth. Disgusting. Don't even try to eat me. You'll just get deathly sick if you tried. And from the look of you, you need to retain all the water you can. From rationing to cooking, you failed. You knew something like this would happen, right? Never mind. The flood water rising in no food now. I think it's a great time to go over the fundamentals of starvation with you. With experiencing starvation, there are 4 factors that will determine if you live or die. Age, height, weight, and your degree of activity or inactivity. You've been especially lazy, so I think you'll survive a little longer than the others. The Harris-Benedict equation can help you out to figure out how many calories you'll simply need to maintain for your current weight. The equation produces a number called a basal metabolic rate, or MBR. Stay with me here. Why are you giving me math again? Got it. For fun, let's try something out here. Mariah, using Harris-Benedict. She looks about 120 pounds, 5 feet 5 inches tall, about 20 years old. Crunching the numbers, I think she'll need about 1,388 calories daily. But that's being abnormally stationary. She'd have to lie in bed all day, just eating, breathing, and using her brain. Not common when you're starving, but people tend to get up more. If she's being very active, let's say swimming through flood waters, she need to multiply that by 1.9. She'll need 2,638 calories per day. That's quite the difference, especially if you didn't ration food properly, which you didn't. I guess that wraps up our first survival lesson. Hopefully we never speak again. Okay. You shut the drawer and go over the numbers again. I don't think anyone can take this anymore. Gregor's voice starts to crack. I don't want to ask this, but it's time. One of us needs to go outside and searching for food. Everyone is silent. I'll go. Mariah, I used to swim all the time near my house. You probably had the best chance of swimming through flood waters. No, let me go out instead. You won't get very far if anything happens to your glasses, Anatoly. You're blind as a mole rat, remember? It's true, but little guy, let me go. Gregor, it sounds good to me. Karen, his arms are definitely the longest. He's probably best at climbing. No, that wouldn't be right. Gregor, let me go instead. None of these options are good ones. But we need to find food or help. Gregor grabs a branch from the woodpile. He cuts it to different measurements. Since we can't come to a consensus, let's draw for it. And the shortest will go search for food. You're not worried about the drawing. You saw Gregor cut the branch lengths, so you can tell which of them is the biggest of the bunch. You pick it. You watch the others intently. Will it be Gregor, Anatoly, Karen? Will it be Mariah? Looks like I've got the shortest. Mariah, it's okay. No! Watched Anatoly forage earlier, so I know what to look for out there. Just swim until you find higher ground, then scout the area. Maybe you'll find a fish out there. Everyone looks heartbroken. I'll keep us alive. I promise. She promised. Everyone watches her leave the cabin. Silence is deafening. Good. No! Door shuts behind her. You faintly hear her yell about how cold the water is, and then silence. I'm sure we'll see her again. The rest of us group nod. We stay up waiting and waiting. Sun was completely set. One by one, people shuffle off for bed. You get ready for bed and easily pass. You have a strange dream. The 2 women in front of you could be twins. One of them you recognize, the other is a guest. You ask the guest to sit on a shovel. You try pushing it into the oven. Her legs are so strong you can't get her into the oven. You curse at her repeatedly. Like this, you hiss. You stretch out your legs and toes. almost sinking in the coal. You feel your hands, 4 hands on your shoulders, and both of them push you in. Familiar smell of smoke and burning hair causes you to throw up on the embers. You can't let it end like this. You rip the metal door off the oven, tearing through the wood logs of the cabin, screaming you chase the 2 through the woods. Your burns chill with the wind. The guest looks behind her, eyes widen as she sees you. She's terrified. Your fury rips trees out of their roots, soil from the ground, rocks from their pits. You've never been this angry before in your life. Their stamina can't last forever. You're gaining on them. As you trample through the field of wheat, the guest throws a piece of cloth behind her. You catch the glint of it in the sun, golden. As if by magic, earth splits in front of you, creating a chasm of fire below. You fall into the pit, screaming as your eyes begin to sizzle from the heat. Hellfire fills your lungs. You're unable to scream anymore. You're awake in a cold sweat. Blech. Day 7. Good morning. Do you think she made it to higher ground? I believe in Mariah. Me too. Okay, I keep clicking the button. She'll be fine. Right, little guy? So what do we do now? Just wait, Karen. How long has it been? Almost a day since she left. She'll look nervous. Someone needs to go look for her. We need to wait for Karen. Wait for what? The nearest town is miles away. Waiting is all we can do for now. So it could be days before she can... What are we supposed to eat? Mice? Karen, I'm sure Angela would agree, but we discuss the next options when we get to it. Everyone's walking... Every waking thought is about food now. I never should have eaten that much. Karen's involuntary shaking, just nodded in agreement. They didn't even tell her to elaborate. You're sure Mariah will make it back? She promised. Everyone retreats to their areas. What do you want to do today? I don't like Karen. She's annoying. Hey, the kitchen definitely doesn't feel the same without Mariah. Her laugh, her smile. I never got to tell... okay, I'm getting tired of how it should just be the escape, not right-click. She'll be back, right? You nod. Yeah, I wish we had rationed better. You decided to distract Anatoly from his misery. Kinda. With an old story, there was once a villager who stocked up on pile of supplies. He filled his house with a cow, a sack of grain from the field, and 92 buckets of water, mostly for the cow. He quickly ran out of room, as the house wasn't very big. One day, the villager grew sick. He knew he needed life-giving milk from the cow to survive the winter. But when he attempted to milk the cow, his grip was too weak to grasp her udders. In desperation, he began to boil the grains using buckets of water. The cow cried out for food, but the villager could only afford to feed himself. Each night, the cries of the cows kept him awake until one day he finally ran out of food. The villager crawled to bed crying. As the note deepened outside, the cow's sad eyes stared at him. He wanted to comfort the cow, but he couldn't step over the buckets. He was too weak, too sick. The last thing he heard was the cow crying out for food, the one haunting noise to end his life. Jill looks horrified with your story. You leave him alone in the kitchen. What the fuck is wrong with me? I can't stop thinking about that vegetable stew. Be fine with bread and jam. I'd be fine with just strawberries. Nobody else's laughs. I would kill for some vegetables right about now. You would too. I'm gonna try to get some sleep. Good night. Night. Everyone's starving. But all you dream about is desecrating a corpse. We'll set a completely different room. Good morning. Karen's looking worse. Will you cook for the group today? Cook. Take a cutlet of meat and you begin to cook it in the oven. You cooked meat. Where did you get that? You ignore Garen's question. What's that smell? Gregor finally gets off the couch. Through looking cellophane, you take the charred meat out of the oven and start cutting into small cutlets. Meat grabs at you ferociously. You take the meat and immediately devour it. Did you have any more of this? Explain the meat is stored securely hidden so you can ration better this time. I understand. Thank you. Anatole runs to the batter, puking in the toilet. You can hear him sobbing for a few minutes. This is... Wanders off. Anatole returned looking choked up. I was too weak. Left you some meat. Don't fight it. Anatole she devours it. You hear him crying. Finally, my focus is coming back. Going to read some of those books. Keep him occupied, okay? Who do you want to talk to? Where did the meat come from? I don't know where the meat came from. Where did the meat come from? Did we kill Mariah? You knock on the door for Anatole. You slowly open the door. Thanks for checking. If he asks, he's still sick. Not anymore. I think it was a mental thing. Please don't tell me where the meat came from. The less I know, the better. You nod. Thank you. Jesus Christmas. Sure, Anatole will remember that. Slowly go tidying up some parts of the kitchen. Hours pass. The meal you gave everyone has to perseverance. Eating will just make them hungrier. They're fine now, but soon they'll be begging for more. We waited long enough. What's for dinner? You calm explain that there will be no dinner. Fine. I understand. I guess rather eat tomorrow than more today. No argument's perfect. I should call it early for night. You fall asleep instantly tonight. You have a strange dream. You're having dinner with the blacksmith, but he's not touching his food. The only light comes from the oven. He clears his throat, stroking his beard. I can forge anything. Your eye has been giving you issues lately, so you reply, forge me a new eye then. You laugh. And then the ropes come out. He ties you to the chair, the long rope preventing you from struggling. You rip the rope apart without trying, so the blacksmith uses thicker rope. No turning back now. He takes a hot poker out of the coals, holding it in front of his face. You can see his beard and eyes watching you. He turns the poker back carefully, aiming carefully for your eye, or plunging it through your skull with a sickening crunch. The force of the blow throws you backwards a few feet. You're unable to break the ropes. You vomit all over your chest. The smell of your decimated eye floods your nostrils. The blacksmith stands over you, spitting on your body. You wake up in a cold sweat. Tick-tock. You wake up to see Gregor looking out the window. He turns to you, not smiling. Take a look outside the window. Do you notice anything?
Они вас никогда не простят.
The waters have receded a bit, but everyone's still bound to the cabin. The trail used to be completely visible. It's gone now. Good morning, big guy. Gregor. Will Maria be able to make it back? I hope we have time to go through everything since this is your only day streaming it. But every night around 2 a.m. I can hear her outside. She makes this awful gurgling noise like she's trying to get the water out of her lungs. Have you heard her, Gregor? Sometimes when the rain gets faint, I think I can hear her whispering. I haven't heard anything like that. When she's whispering, it's like she's trying to tell you something, right? Gregor. Yes. What? I didn't like that. I didn't like that at all. Sometimes I hear her crying through the radio. But that's just a broadcast, right? I think we should have another piece of meat for our breakfast. One step closer to Mariah. It's what she would have wanted. Oh no. We're just gonna take a screenshot of that because I need that for... Anatole's eyes look at you begging. Bring us another slab, please. He clearly doesn't have the stomach for it. I can't get the taste out of my mouth. Please help me. Anatoly? Gregor looks pained at Anatoly's words. I think he's right. Please bring us more of that meat. You grab some of the meat from your secret hiding place. You cut it into squares. We fucking did. I did kill Mariah. Water. It tastes bland without any seasoning, but you need to serve it up right away. What's taking so long? Boil it faster. It looks almost out of patience. It's finally finished. You serve the meat in bowls. Gregor drinks the broth before swallowing the chunks whole. Like a duck when eating bread. Broth he isn't eating. Sorry about earlier, everyone. I don't know what overtook me. Mariah, Anatole begins to weep. You look over at Karen. You didn't notice her even start to eat. There's just an empty bowl now. Karen's staring right at you. How much more meat is left? You explain most of it has gone bad. This is the last of it. How could you be so careless again? You remember Karen's knife. You need to think fast. What the hell are we supposed to do now? Wait around again? The storm isn't ending. You clear your throat. Anatole. Yes? I think tomorrow you should go look for Mariah. Or forage for plants outside. I think you should go tomorrow, little guy. Nobody else can identify edible plants like you. Please, Anatole. You can swim back after a few hours. Gregor's right, Anatoly. Maybe you'll find Mariah out there. I think Mariah's fine by herself. He still hasn't accepted what's happened yet. She doesn't need anyone's help, but we need your help, Anatoly. That's right, Anatoly. Please help us. Let me sleep on it, okay? No problem, little guy. Everyone shuffles to the room reading books. Knitting time to pass. You go to bed ravenous. What? Something is approaching. Onion, hey. This is very not. Don't be a crybaby, it's just me. Onion. Not going to be very sweet today. I'm worried about Anatoly. He's going to cave to peer pressure. Can you stop him from leaving the cabin? You don't answer, Onion. Please. Don't you trust me? You shake your head. Fun factoid for you. Did you know that leaving an unpeeled onion in the room absorbs bacteria? It'll help prevent colds and ward off viruses. Onion! That was a lie. Fun factoid of that myth, people actually believed it in the 1500s. How embarrassing. Who would believe that? There was even a doctor in 1919 who caused a surge of people into believing it. Anyways, you know what smells like a raw onion left in the room? You. It's been a while since your last bath, right? You can't remember. I could smell you before I even came into the room. Yikes. So, can you stop Anatole from leaving? I know he has cabin fever, but this is ridiculous. It's impossible to stop a grown man from leaving. Please? We don't need another one stalking the hallways, tapping on windows, crying through the radio. You have a sudden urge to scream. Why do you think I've been using the mouse holes to get her? I'm scared to death I'll run into her. Don't make me tattle on Cabbage about you. She can be as mean as Potato if you get on her bad side. Just kidding, she's great. Anyway, the time comes. Just tell Anatole you care about him. You don't want him to leave. Even if it's for me, okay? You can trust me. Now, if you soon, I need to work on some new ice skates. They're made of butter slices. So I could skate around on the frying pan tomorrow. Later. I'm not okay. You get everything that happened. You fall asleep again, still ravenous. I'm not happy with this. You have a strange dream of Fox collecting payment in your living room. You despise him, so you put 2 dogs at the bottom of the sack and add 6 chickens on top. The Fox smiles at you and leaves. At some point in his journey, the fox will eventually open the sack and the dogs will tear the fox in half. Filled with such loathing for the fox, you gave him only things you had for food, all of those chickens. Snow piles up outside, you begin to eat whatever you can find. Pillowcases, candles, leather. One day you wake up and you find there's nothing left to eat. Absolutely nothing, just an insatiable hunger. A few days later, you go mad and leave the cabin, absolutely ravenous. A nearby tree looks like charred meat. Your iron teeth cut through the tree bark, tearing your gums apart by the splinters. Your mouth quickly fills with blood. Days later, deer gallops, the first creature in the wood to see your corpse. You wake in a cold sweat. Something smells terrible in the living room. Someone puked in the corner. You wipe them from embarrassment. Good morning. Good morning, little guy. Well, Anatole, what's your decision? Bad idea. I barely slept last night. Her whispers came through me to one of the holes in the floor. She kept telling me to come outside. We don't want to rush you, but one of us puked last night. So that's what the smell was. Anatole, my patience wearing thin. You have 1 more hour to make a decision. Why so quickly? Because I'm not waiting any longer. Anglita carried a knife under her dress. Best to watch out for that knife. The group disperses. Tension seems to be rising. Disclaimer for anyone not watching. Later now. This is disturbing. So if you don't like it, please don't watch. You have 1 hour to kill. What do you want to do? That's a weird way of putting it. Talk with the Chompets, you know. At this point, I don't care anymore. None of the Chompets are around. Thankfully, Potato is kept hidden this entire time. Nothing we can do but call our own. Nothing we call our own but death. A small model of barren earth, which serves to paste and cover our bones. Oh, sorry, didn't see you creeping behind me. Reciting my favorite William Shakespeare. Did you know which play that was from? Isn't it the one with the weird sisters? Take a wild guess. That's right, Life and Death of King Richard II. Before I came to this cabin, I used to read all of the classics. Why did I stop? I can't turn the page with just my tongue. I can't even nudge the book off the bookshelf. Pathetic, right? You nod. Yeah, well, I've been watching your progress so far, and I must say, it's very strange choices, even for someone like you. I wondered why you're so accommodating to these 4. Pity I didn't see you receive the same treatment. Well, excuse me, my rambling. Are you here for another survival lesson? You shrug. Excellent. No shame in preparing for the absolute worst. 36 hours have passed. You have no food. So what happens? First, your brain stops craving glucose, but there's a good reason for that. Your guts have been done to shrink. Your livers have transformed fatty acids into chemical compounds called ketone bodies. Have I lost you already? There are books on the bookshelf that can explain all of this. Anyways, ketone bodies mimic glucose for the brain and provide about 2/3 of the energy needed to function. Sounds pretty great, right? Oh, my sweet summer child. Using ketone body gradually acidifies your blood, which can lead to ketoacidosis. Ketoacidosis is common in diabetics. But how do you know if you have ketoacidosis? Well, a large amount of acetone is released in your urine and respiratory system. Your breath will smell like something like fingernail polish, which smells like, I can't remember. No nose to smell now. But look at your face. I bet your breath smells much worse. If only Trump had said something nice to say about you. Here, have another recipe card. You unlock potatoes recipe. Personally, I wouldn't make it, but you have tastes for things like this, don't you? You don't argue. We're gonna save. Hold on.
Wee! Cabbage!
I'm not okay with this. Don't you? You don't argue. Let's talk again, shall we? I won't be leaving here, as it's far too dangerous to be exploring right now. You shut the drawer and call everyone for a meeting. Yes! Are you okay, little guy? Anatoly looks pale, like he's gonna pass out. Anatoly, have you made a decision? Yes. I'll help you all out. I promise. Thank you, Anatoly. Big tears roll down Gregor's cheek. I'll miss you, big guy. Miss you too, little guy. Thank you, Anatoly. I know this is, but it's for the best. Karen, yes? Gregor looks at you suspectingly. Do you have anything you want to say to Anatoly? You say nothing. Goodbye, Anatoly. Goodbye, everyone. Good luck, little guy. I know. And then there were 3. Gregor, see you soon, little guy. Guess what y'all can do now is wait. Good night. I hate her. Karen goes to the bedroom to sleep. I didn't tell him the truth. Gregor's getting choked up. I didn't tell him. Missing him already. Curls up on the couch for the night. He turns his back to you. Shut your eyes quickly fall asleep. You're scraping up from the floor. Found you. You explain how... This isn't a good time now. This is no laughing matter. I'm worried about Gregor. He's as tall as a tree, but as dumb as a brick. What's the root of that? Or another cornbread. You've been very unpopular right now. A tree reference. Get it? Oh no. Anyways, you need to protect Gregor from the red-haired woman. Cabbage called an emergency trumpet meeting and told me to give you the mission. Watch out for that knife and protect Gregor at all costs. Understood? Yeah. That's the least you can do, right? You tell Brett the pun doesn't make any sense. On a roll today. See you around. You fall asleep thinking about what Brad told you. You have a strange dream lying on the table in front of you. You take off the glasses at first. You set them down, working the saw. You wrap the cuts in an old newspaper. Some of it gets soggy. Drying the cuts with the towel before wrapping, much better. Hear someone approach you, clench your fists to strike at whatever comes for you. You wake in a cold sweat. Day 11. You wake in a completely different place. Did you sleepwalk or... Oh no. Everyone's still asleep. This would be a nice surprise after yesterday's event. You each decide to cook breakfast for everyone, cutting each... The smell is unique. Runs into the kitchen. What is that smell? Give it to me. Now. You don't argue. Cutlet, burning her hands before bringing it to her mouth. Emily develops very... She takes... Thought she's concerned with rationing. Oh god, already? Conflicted, but he succumbs to the hunger. They always do. Eats his food with a few bites. Grabbing the second cutlet. The tears start streaming down his face. He doesn't make a sound. You join them in the meal, quickly consuming the meat on the table. I can think straight again. We'll be out of here in no time. No need to ration anything now. Karen sounding more determined than before. I'm gonna go lay down, try to keep this food down. Falls to the couch, turning his back to you. Karen leans into... I'm so glad Mariah and Anatoly are gone. They were stopping us from bonding properly. How did you get so good at it? You tell Karen. After one bite, you made me feel whole again. Even with the nightmares, it's worth it. It took a few nights, but I fought back. Now that's all I can think about. I read a book on necropsy. The text is ancient, but the diagrams are beautifully drawn. Very descriptive. How many years did it take you to perfect the craft? You tell her. Yeah, right. I used to tell Mariah you weren't funny, but that's not true. Sorry about that. You've grown on me. You thought, Gregor can't swim, right? He'd be the next to leave. But he doesn't stand a chance outside. They always seem to come back, right? One way or another. Why don't we wait for him to come back? I think you know what needs to be done. This is a strong anesthetic. Don't ask me how I found it. I want you to slip this in Gregor's mug. It's for the best. All you have to do is stand back and let me work on it. This crust is... Will you do this for me? Save. No. Fine. Save that for a rainy day. I'll have everything set up by the couch. You don't have to watch. Very straight should be... Gregor straight. This a... Gregor? Hi! What are you doing? Untie me. Oh my god. This will be over soon. I'm going to be crawling into the bed. Anatoly slept in. You fall asleep almost instantly. Karen, you wake up sleepyhead. Oh no. You were having a nightmare. Thanks for letting me practice like last night. I did a great job. I made us all some breakfast this morning to celebrate. Breakfast with what? That's a surprise. Gregor's already finished his. It took a few hours, but he caved. Come, let me show you. You get out of bed and head to the living room. Oh no. What is it, Gregor? Where am I? Oh, you're so stupid. Maybe spend some time reading books. Oh dear God. You would notice the pages I was bookmarking in the necropsy book. What are you talking about? Do I have to spell it out for you? You can't swim. How are you supposed to help us out when you immediately drown? You'd sink like a log. So I put some of your limbs away for safekeeping. The leg was pretty tasty, huh? How does that hurt for a big breakfast? And don't try to crawl away. If you leave this couch, I'll end you. Oh, shit. What if I don't want it, but I don't want it to go bad, so I'll eat the fresh orb when everything else is gone. Speaking of which, I'm going to start cooking another chunk. I'll leave you two alone to chat. This has gone too far. Hey. All I wanted was to keep everyone alive together, but I failed at that. Are you disappointed in me? No. Thank you. That means a lot. Growing up, I had no one ever to tell me I was big and strong. It just happened naturally. My mother was to make sure I was never hungry. Seconds, thirds, fourths, and yet I complained that my belly wasn't full. One day, on my way home from school, I was walking through the town and I smelled something amazing coming off a pile of trash. So I read a bag. They threw a meal away that was fresh out of the oven for some reason. At least that's what I thought. I came ill with food poisoning. I hugged the toilet and cried for hours. My mom rocked my back and eventually carried me to bed. I learned nothing from that experience. Like elsewhere, I was just here for the food. I'll never get this foul taste out of my mouth. She's gonna keep eating me. I'm so sorry. Getting too lightheaded to hold a conversation. She's gonna torture me again. You know that, right? More pale. Can you cover me with a blanket? I've never been this cold. The cabin children, or what's left of them. Please consider it my dying wish. Farmer now. Jonathan, shoot, can look at peace. No. You watch the last of Gregor's air escape his lungs. The hell do you think you're doing? Tell Carrot that Gregor gave up. We could have kept him alive for another week. What's wrong with you? No matter. Plenty of food left now. When you was alone, you head to the kitchen to try to find some other remains. Gregor, you look at the pile of dishes and your mind starts to wander.
Hello!
Let's play hide and seek. There's 5 of us to find.
Yes,
Can you find all 5 of us? The red-haired woman knows where the basement key is, and I bet one of us is hiding down there. She's whittling something in the rocking chair right now. Watch out for that knife. Probably the best to avoid the knife. Wait. Isn't that your knife? Why did you let her have it? You shrug. I guess the leader of the trumpets is fine. It's important to find all of us. Don't forget any of us. Let's good luck. I hate how it's like that. You've been neglecting the trumpets lately. Can't hurt to play along with them, right? You go talk to Karen in the living room. It's restored for safekeeping. Scrubbed all the blood off the couch to save you the trouble. Can I help you? Wasn't it in the kitchen? You can't remember. I haven't seen the key. Oh, chop. You just had to go look for it. Or do you want to check first? On the wood, there's nothing but cobwebs. Thankfully, no spiders. Pauldron, you hear some rustling around. Go take the same hiding spot. You found me. Well done. Trumpets getting through the mouthfuls as a chore.
Cabbage.
So this cabbage has joined the party. 4 trumpets to go. Keep up. You'll be a member of the trumpets and what? Did you forget again? It's in that nasty oven. There's nothing but ashes in the oven. You found the basement key. There it is. That's to the room where we found Potato. Check behind the cauldron for another one. You got a basement entrance key. Let's go find Onion. He's hiding in the bedroom. Find Onion. Let's go find Onion. It's just me, Onion. Today, I'm sweet as sugar cane. Honest. Wow, your breath stinks. Drenched in sweat, head to toe, too. Could smell you coming a mile away. Gross. Are you scared of the red hair woman or something? You tell Onion the truth. Whoa. Sounds like I missed some messed up stuff. You get a pass. Sorry to hear about Maria, Anatoly, and Gregor. But yikes, that's 3 people gone in less than a month. Not as bad as 5 people in one bed night, though, right? Oh no. Probably had to lose my lunch to see that. Anyways, didn't mean to ruin. I got your back.
Hello!
Glad to have joined us. No, that's not true. I heard Bread making noise in the living room. You know how loud he can get.
Cabbage!
Bread, the one and only Chompets. Let's move out. 3 Chompets left. Getting terrible head. Face feels numb. And your legs aren't moving. Oh well, you do some timed breathing exercises for a few minutes. That seemed to help. And I keep clicking the menu button. You send a second wind. Time to get that bread. You strut to the living room, happy to be alive. Bread. The bread coming out of the mouse holes. He's taking sweet time. Everyone's secret favorite chompet, Bread. Don't you loaf me? My cousin Cornbread taught me that one. He has hundreds, no thousands of terrible puns. He's my role model. So, what did you need? That's a pretty crummy idea. Remember what happened last time with Potato? I mean, we all chose that drawer, but this, you're going against the whole grain here. You really think we want to go back downstairs?
Cabbage!
We need your help finding Potato. Miss you, big guy. Come here. I would never let the Chompets down. Brad has joined the party. Great. Glad to have you. Wait. Are you drooling? 3 Chompets are staring at you. Are you thinking of eating us? I actually lick your lips.
Cabbage!
Snap out of it. Dirty. We're no good for that. You glutton. Did they pass out? Holy cow! Get them up. So heavy. What? Alright, let's go find Raspberry and never speak with us again. I heard her over by the basement door. Perfect. Chompet. Mosey out. 3 Chompets in your party. 2 more to go. Looks like it's gonna crack open. Your hands have gone completely numb. This one is lasting longer than the other. To focus on wiggling your toes for a minute. You didn't pass out cold on the floor. 2 more to go. You check on the basement door. Where is she? You feel a chill run up, goosebumps all over your body. She's here. Birds. You could hear a pin drop. You can almost hear her breathing. You feel all of a sudden the urge to scream. You can't sneak up on me. Don't ever try that again.
Hi, Raspberry!
These are some very creepy fucking vegetables, man. Am I high or...
Boy!
Honest. We need your help finding Potato.
My God!
Let's find Potato and get out of here. 1 more to go. Don't worry, the basement is unlocked. Coming over here.
Yes,
Let's find out. All 4 Chompets of state you turn to studying the basement door. Karen creeping up behind you. Found you. You seem to have a knife a quarter of her dress. I don't know if I can wait any longer. Show me where you keep hiding the meat. Let's tear them apart piece by piece, just like Gregor. Looks like she's Get ready to bury the knife in you. What do? Tell her about the basement, so that's why it's locked. Open it. I have to see the room. You unlock the basement door. Thank you. I'll bring up some cutlets and we'll have a great dinner. Okay? See you soon. You locked the basement door? Did you just lock the door? You block the screams of rage and bargaining. Given enough time, they will end. Crawl into bed and go to sleep. You slept in today. Pounding has completely stopped. You really need to go to the bathroom. You decide to open your eyes. You must have sleptwalked to the bathroom last night. The glow of the candle's oddly comforting. What? The candle blew out, and the door is locked. You find a flashlight in the corner of the bathroom and turn it on. You're in the dark, but you're not alone. Click on objects around the bathroom to get more information. Why did it close? If you're stuck, just wait for a bit of glint of objects to expect.
Cabbage. Hello.
Are you locked in the bathroom again? Tell her about the candle being blown out. Maybe you just need to try wiggling a little bit. You unlock the bathroom door. Sometimes the simplest methods are the best ones. Excuse me, you need to conduct the first secret chompette meeting later. Then you make your escape. Bathroom was enough, so you get under the covers and quickly fall asleep. There's another game mode after this, and there's Chompette's origin story. Wake up, sleepyhead, Karen. Just your imagination again. Karen can't still be alive, right? Somebody's at the door. You grab the... Wait, what's next? That can't be the real Gregor. You determine the haunt has officially begun. Spirits move on quickly, others linger, and some stop at nothing to give you a heart attack. Or get you to fall down a flight of stairs, cause you to wander into an early demise. Not knowing which one of the group will choose. Or to stop, you decide to go look outside the window. The floodwaters are completely gone. Karen would appreciate the good news, but not after locking her in the basement. No good reason to leave the cabin. Plenty of food here now. You've been so busy you've forgotten to eat. You head to the kitchen for a snack. Karen's hiding spot was too obvious. You take a few bites of the meat. You lost more of your humanity. Not fresh enough. Oh well. You decide to crawl back in bed and get a little extra sleep. What? The stranger clouds have parted, the rain has gone away, you wake in a cold sweat. This is another trick, or... Good morning. She's still sticking around. You head to the kitchen to get your breakfast. Your food is gone. That noise was coming from the living room. Anatoly? Nobody's here. By the couch, something is approaching. It's making that noise. This one like coming from the basement door. You go over to investigate. Wind is blowing through the hole in the door. You get goosebumps all over your body. Is this We're just gonna save just in case. You wake in a cold sweat. I don't like this. It's raining again. They're taunting you with dreams of a sunny day. You get out of bed and head to the living room. You still smell Gregor here. Should you have intervened with Karen? Probably wouldn't have changed the outcome. It also might have led to your death. The couch is still comfortable even after Gregor imprinted on it. You decide to take a night nap, which currently turns into a sleep. You must have woken up too early today. The cabin is pitch black. Explore the darkness. Oh no. Anatoly. First note you've ever received. Thinking about the messenger puts a smile on your face. You notice a note sticking out of one of the books. I know you've been ignoring my letters, so I'm begging you. Please bring my daughter back safely, or I'll need to get others involved. I've left payments outside the door, and I will pay any price. Please just let her go. We don't have to involve anyone else. Take the mother note with you. You decide to lay back down on the couch and get the rest of your sleep. You self-walked again. You can hear Potato mumbling in the room. Oh, it's you again. Tell me. That first week with the red hair woman and the others, where did you sleep? I came up with nothing. It's worse than I imagined. If I can be honest, it was truly horrific to witness. Still nothing? You would routinely collapse in the middle of the hallway, sleepwalking through into walls or worse. Down into the basement. I can't believe you haven't broken your neck on those stairs yet. You seem to survive almost anything. Do I have that right? Must be that addiction to meat. Or something else. Would you share a secret with me? Tell Potato the secret. Wow, didn't think you'd be foolish enough to tell me. I'm living longer than expected already. This is good information to take with me. Thank you. Was that the right thing to tell Potato? It was a delight to watch you fall apart. What does the red-haired woman have in store for you? You haven't thought about Karen for a while. How many days has she been down there? You do realize she's probably been feasting on the three. She'll be much stronger than the last time you saw her. Go downstairs, put an end to this. Not for the chompettes, just for me. Get to the basement door. Quickly do the math and determine Karen will be dead in the basement. It's been enough days, right? You open the door, prepare for the worst. It's just a staircase. Nothing to be scared about. I don't like this. Something approaching. Can you hear me? I've been down here this entire time. It's so good to see you again. There's plenty of bread down here. Why aren't you saying anything? I'll never forgive you for what you did. You put Anatoly through hell. You desecrated my corpse. You gave them disgusting hunger. All of that is water under the bridge now. Anatoly's down here. Come have some bread with us. They always try things like this. Their anger, concentrated near their grave, leads to tricks and traps. You're not falling for this one. Why aren't you listening to me? There's bread down here. Loaves of it. Fine, I won't stop you from finding the others down here. One piece of advice, beware of Karen. She's ill beyond repair. Gregor will try to talk you out of reaching the room, and Anatoly will try to talk you into leaving the cabin, and Karen will rip the flesh from your bones. We'll talk again. You feel Mariah leaving the staircase and go deeper into the abyss. The walls down here, they're dirt and soot. Something is approaching. I'm glad I found you. The rain outside has stopped. Did you hear that? Knocking? Another trap. Everyone's upstairs, wants to leave. Mariah's worried, sick about you. You tell Gregor about speaking with Mariah. I guess I can't lie to you, huh? Well, you just stood there while Karen took my limbs, doing nothing. Are you frightened by her? If you won't come upstairs with me, please turn on the light when you reach the room. I want to see the look on your face when that light bulb turns on. Can you do that for me? You nod. Thank you. Thanks for letting me lick the bowls clean. That was enough to keep him at bay. We'll meet again soon. Beware, Karen. Feel Gregor leaving the staircase. You descend deeper into the abyss. The air pressure down here feels greater. You're getting closer to Karen with each step. Something is approaching. Oh, I thought you'd still be fending off that glutton Gregor right now. You tell Anatoly about meeting Gregor. Oh, I was going to try to see if you want to pick onions with me. Shake your head. I guess there's no fooling you, huh? You survived this long, and now you'll need to fend off Karen. I can't tell if I'd rather have you or her sticking around down here. You ask Anatoly where Karen is. Oh, she's just below us, waiting to devour you. Karen's been practicing on her butchering again. Maybe she'll start off with your arms. This is terrifying. Why, down here with the Whisperers told me about you. I can't even believe some of the things you've done. Worse than any war crime. So many whispers about those sorts of things. So many whispers down here. It ends at the bottom. Karen might be alive down here, but you won't be. See you around soon. You feel Anatoly leaving the staircase. You grit your teeth and keep going. Your feet finally hit the solid ground of the basement. Something doesn't feel right.
Look behind you.
Oh no.
Hello.
Hello, you've come so far. I'm proud
Cabbage,
of you.
cabbage.
No, we have your back, no matter what happens down here. Just call for help or we'll be there.
Boy, boy.
Honest, you
Boy.
wouldn't let us die down here. When you least expect it, we'll roll with you. You can't just sneak up on me. But
Raspberry.
sneaking on you is pretty easy. Are you deaf? Raspberry.
Onion.
Pretty cool, even for me. Your ears have so much dirt in them. You could probably grow potatoes. We'll have to work on those jokes, Potato. Sure. Weren't you hiding in the basement room? Circumstances have changed. I wouldn't want to miss a killing for the world. Just remember,
Cabbage,
Jason
cabbage.
will help you in a bind. And if you get lost down later, well, avoid the room where it happened. I can't speak for the others, but I'd like to forget about what happened there. I don't think we'll ever forget that, Potato. But thank you for coming along with us. I called Change of Heart because you never really had one, Potato. You should have rotted down here, but I'm glad you're here to help. Wish I had a joke here, but what you did is not That's enough. Trumpets.
Yes,
Let's chomp out. I love how it's so cute. The trumpets get into position behind you, ready for you. Feel around for the wall blindly. Took you long enough. Let's end this. You're gonna taste better than tear rolls down Karen's cheek. Should have never left Ukraine. Cabbage leader can't leave you hanging. All of us are ready to help you. Watch out for that knife. Please survive this fight. We want to play hide and chop bed. Help out. Are you talking to yourself again? Will you fit in the cauldron? You try throwing a punch. Karen easily dodges it. Look at Karen plotting her next attack. The cut's deep. You'll never be treated. Just if you want to make it out of let catches her breath. You're gonna taste better than Tiger. You've never left Ukraine.
Onion. Onion. Boy.
I'm ready to tell you about trying. You got this, Jam. Good luck. I'm gonna die. You started to bleed. Are you talking to yourself again? You should have killed me earlier. No chance of that now. I don't care, but you're both pretty awful. Good luck. Your next attack. Secret, everyone's favorite trumpet, but I owe all of it to my cousin Corbin and Razzle. Point out that Razzle is only one of them. Haha. It's getting harder to recall long-term memories. Is my sibling? You shake your head. Oh, Jesus Christ, fucking thing. Good luck. Bread, you gain 5 HP. Karen's mumbling to herself. She catches her breath. You attack Karen with a lunge. You started to bleed. Survives your body on the floor of the basement court lasts a week. Took you long enough. Karen missed. I'll snap those legs like twigs. Looks you dead in the eyes. She laughs at you. Won't be burying you. Oh, this is so creepy. You try throwing a punch. She dodges it. Always led by cabbage. You know me now. I've never acted married, correct? You nod. You're gonna devour. Why can't I hate that it has that? That it. We both know your answer. Let's end this. Anger, sadness, determine if your bones are quick, your reflexes are improved, trumpets, and use second wind in you. Get ready for Karen's next attack. I just wanted my knife back. Stumbles, it turns left at the end. You're hobbling after her, but the room is pitch black here. Rot or decaying flash is nauseating. Disappearing below, you're making this room feel enormous. You can't see their eyes, but you can feel them. You're being watched. The staircase in the center winds downwards towards the spiraling abyss. You're getting lightheaded again. Gravity is almost getting the best of you. A few times you work your way to the bottom. Your shoes stick to the floor when you reach the bottom. The smell of mildew and something rotten makes you gag. You can barely make out the outlines of the door frames in each direction. You head east, opening the door. You feel Karen's presence close by. Oh no. Back together again, drowned and dissected. The Butcher of Hope has returned. Where's Karen? Lost in the abyss. Her rage blinds her. Ravenous, completely ravenous. She will never be able to move on. Bound to this cabin by you, she will never escape. Those that die in this cabin are bound to different rules. Fleeing west did nothing. Victims will always gravitate to this cabin. Always find a way to you. You wretch. You abomination. You horror. Turn on the light and savor your inhumanity. Turn on the light. Turn on the light. Turn on the light. Reap what you have sown. Mariah, Anatoly, Gregor, Karen. Oh, that was creepy. That was really creepy. Turnip cornbread artist, chompette sprites, food sprites. So creepy. Like, it was really creepy. There really wasn't any jump scares though, and I'm kind of glad about that. Because I kind of didn't want to scream. I like creepy, not jump scary. Okay. And it kind of went back, so let's just get through the freaking credits. Come on, just waiting for the freaking credits to end. Yeah, no, I'm trying to. It's not working. And they go so slow. Okay. You hear talking upstairs. Thieves. You grab your filleting knife and secretly go up the stairs. You'll eat well tonight. The four look completely shocked at the sight of you. She doesn't look like she has the courage to speak. We've been lost for a few days. Your cabin's the only hut we've seen out here. Can we stay here for a few nights? You clear your throat and ask the questions you've asked 1,000 times. Did you come on your own free will, or were you sent? We were technically sent, Anatoly. We came on our own free will. The woman looks confident in her answer. They answered incorrectly. You clear your throat again, coughing profusely. You may stay in the cabin until you're ready to leave. The group looks terrified of you, as they should be. Wasn't that trail steep? Yeah, the group finally returns to normal. It's forced, but they attempt to save face. That walk was brutal, but this cabin is amazing. Full kitchen, running water, it really has everything. Finally, a place I can read a good book in peace. Rhina, check it out. Wait, what? A cabin way out here. What about that psychopath? We lost him a few kilometers ago, don't worry. Oh, it doesn't look like anyone's home. Hello? Come on, Rhina. The sun is setting. We'll take shelter here for the night. Sure, that's a good idea, Selena. Of course. Oleg. Front doors has a few different ways to lock it. Should keep him at bay if he shows up. There's some snacks in here. Selena. It's just for one night. You can decide to join up with your friends inside. Did you lock cabbage? Onion? Bread. No Yellowstone around nothing. Fork in the road. Let's stay here for the night. What? Relax, it's freezing outside. It's either him or us. Let's avoid making a fire. I don't want him to see us in the distance. No fire? The blankets in the bedroom. We'll be fine, Oleg. The cabin tells me that we'll need them. One of Russell's classics for you. I'm gonna go ahead and save the game. We'll save right here. What do you call a snowman's kids? Children. Let's split up and search the cabin. See if you can find foods to eat. I'll take the bedroom. Leave the living room for me. Alright, search the kitchen. No need to help me. You sure? Of course. I know exactly where to look first. Secco Payne Jr. Baker Award, remember? Lena. Alright, everyone. Let's move out. Help the team by searching the cabin for supplies. You bond with Selena. Focus on exploring the cabin. You only get one chance. Choose what do you want to help out first? Selena in the kitchen. Let me help stop Selena only if you insist. What areas do you want to search first? The countertops. Not in a lot of use. What's that? Mortar and pestle? Cooking tool. Grind herbs, seeds. You haven't seen it? No. Let's go over to Oleg's house sometime. His grandma has one. That sounds good. You see inside the cauldron first. Find anything? Just some disgusting slop at the bottom. Almost as big and heavy as your coat. Selena, you're covered for fall and winter now. Saved my family trip to the Seiko Paid Market. Don't touch those. Well, why not? They're ancient. Probably turn to dust if you touch them. Oleg will probably still eat dust, though. Rhina. Bone fragments? Found some bones. Chicken bones? Stores of bones. Too big to be chicken. Not sure. It looks like it came from the same animal, but the sizes are different. Young and old skeletons? Correct. Put these back though. They're grossing me out. No. And there's a meat cleaver sticking out of a butcher pot. You equipped the meat cleaver. Empty. Did someone rob this cabin? Whoa, what's with the meat cleaver, Rhina? You like it? Stole it from the butcher block. You're freaking out. Put that back. You put the meat cleaver back? Yeah. Thanks, Rhina. Didn't want to scare Oleg. I think we've checked everywhere, Selena. You're right. Rats. Did you check under the sink? You looking at anything? Not helping. Okay, let's see what Bullet and Oleg have found. Let's mosey out. Pax, Rhina, you napping? Just staring at the clouds. Oh yeah, the drowning of Marzana is within a few minutes. Let's burn that witch and throw her in the river. I heard you're the one tasked with the burning. Do you know how to shoot an arrow that's on fire, Selena? Duh. You can bring the green branch to the village this year, Rhina. I got that witch. Time to get up and head and get your head out of the clouds. Selena takes you down to the river. Downstream is the witch, Marzana, made of straw and sticks. Her wooden raft won't catch fire easily. You have to aim for the body. Selena fires the flaming arrows into Marzana's raft, but nothing connects. You finally catch up. The effigy has fallen into the water. Let me fish this out, Rhina. Your weight is surprisingly light. I thought it was a bad touch to touch the effigy after trying to drown it. That's an old superstition, Rhina. Need to burn, then drown to complete the ritual. Gross, haha. Oleg, Marzana, swim across the seas. Let all the flowers bloom and make the fields turn green. Well, what the hell are you two doing? Helping Marzana back on her feet. Oleg, she's like, come on, get it. I'm not touching that. So Selena's cabbage, Oleg is onion, Bolek is bread, and I'm Rhina, which is raspberry. These are just fucking children. Thankfully, now that adult costume messing around while Oleg was yelling at you, felt like you were being watched. Across the river, you see a strange man pretending to skip stones. His greasy hair shines in the sunlight. Some of the oils are smeared onto his vest. He opens his mouth in an awkward smile. His teeth are jagged and uneven. He walks clumsily. He heads in the opposite direction of the festival, right into the forest. You head over to meet Bolek and Oleg. You find anything? Some old toys in the drawer, really old toys. Bolek? I found this toy boat under the couch. Let me see that. Grandma made this boat for him. Brazil was here. Brazil? Yeah, the one and only. Could he still be alive here? Seeing him again, would that bring Grandma from the brink? We have to find him. Agreed. Crew, we need to search this cabin from top to bottom. Let's find Razzle and bring him back to Zakopane. You got it, Selena. Bolek, Oleg, come with me. Let's look around outside Rhina. Look around the cabin. See if you can find any Raziel. where Raziel is. That psychopath could still be outside in the woods. If you hear any of us yell or scream, find us. Okay? Of course, Selena. We'll be listening for you as well. I'll be fine. Let's move out. Who's there? Nothing replies back. Like it's coming from the kitchen. You walk over to investigate. Hello? I think that's Portuguese. No. Ela ya salud. That's Portuguese. She has already left the cabin. I think that's what it says. Yeah, she has already left the cabin. I don't know what now means. No. You are... Você está I don't know Portuguese, okay? Are you really? You are really in danger. I think that's what it says. You are really in danger. I'm using Google Translate with what I remember from trying to learn Portuguese. Basically she's... Get out soon. Get out of this soon. Ugar. Get out of this place. Malik. And Anontka. Is it get out of this cursed place and never return? Yeah. Oh shit. Okay. Ella. Me. Me. She took me and broke me. She caught me and separated from my parents. Like, this is definitely Portuguese. Todo. Oh. I think that's ocean. Across the ocean. And they brought me here. Brought me here. Some Spanish words and Portuguese words are the same. She wants to devour you. Is that what it says? She wants to devour you? She wants to devour all of you. Ella Vi. She goes. Todos, all of us. She will devour all of you. Run away. And then I think it's leave. Get out. I'm sorry, I don't understand what you're saying. Ha 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 ha. And I don't understand you. I think that's what it says. No. Hello. Speak. Is that... I don't speak Polish. I don't speak Polish very well. She... Ew. Devia. I should parar. Stop. De. This is not even correct pronunciation of anything. Ficar. I should stop saying. I should stop chattering. Here, you're in danger. Aqui. Pegue. Isso. Here, take this. A drawing is pushed out of the cabinet. I'm sorry, I am Google translating as it is going. So I want to know what it says. Fez alguns He did some drawings before. He did some drawings before he died. Day. ESO of that. From that to give it to relatives. Give this to his surviving relatives. It looks like someone used a piece of coal to draw this. Are these bars of a cage staring at a door? You take the cage drawing with you. So I think this is I think this is goodbye. Likely, probably. Nunca, never. Mas. Never go. Never cross. Never again will we cross, I think, our paths, maybe? Never again will we cross paths. That was Portuguese lesson number 1. Bullock? No reply. We saw something weird down the hill. It looked like an old fence with bones all over the ground. It could have been animal skulls, but I couldn't tell from that distance. I heard some weird whispering before we got back to the front door. Anything? You wouldn't believe me if I told you. Strange whispers coming from under the kitchen sink. Whispers? Was it a ghost, Rhina? I'm not sure. I couldn't understand any of the words. Ghosts? Bullock attempts to lighten the mood a little bit. Got another Raziel's jokes for you. What do ghosts like pouring over their food? Bullock, give up? Gravy! It was probably just the creaking of the cabin, Rhina. No such thing as ghosts. Seemed pretty real, Selena. Well, if you see it again, let me know. The event that said was absolutely. We can't let our guard down here. Yeah. Can we not split up anymore? I'm scared of getting separated now. Of course, Oleg. We're a team. Teams stick together through thick and thin. Rain or shine. Feast and famine. You're right, Luna. We don't want to lose any of you like Razazel. That won't happen as long as we're together. Bullock, you're a night owl. Stay guard while we sleep, okay? Of course. Thanks, Bullock. Take our bedroom. You okay with the living room? Yeah. Thank you, Bullock. Wake up if you see or hear anything. You got it. bedroom, full opening. Fully behind them, you lay down on the couch and quickly fall asleep. You close your eyes and can't stop thinking about the butcher of sicko pain. His third victim probably had it the worst, stabbed in the stomach. But this one was different. Body was missing both ears, so it's a copycat. A serious grisly murder from years ago. What kind of person takes someone's ears? The victim's family searched the murderer's scene top to bottom. All they could find was a broken window that the butcher gained to use the entry. Mystery that no one's Zakapane could solve. So Selena teamed up to find the killer. Selena was naturally the leader, plotting out vantage points, sought dusty map her grandfather had, brought snacks and what he called emergency rations, which is usually crusty bread from his pocket. Oleg was able to get investigation tips from his grandmother, a former detective, but only after telling her it was to find Razazel. That's his new name now. Razazel. Your investigation lasted more than a year, often getting into crime scenes quicker than the town investigators. You have a strange dream. You found the body early. So early the blood was still leaving the body. The greasy-haired man makes eye contact with you before wiping the knife on his vest. You look for a way to escape, but you're trapped in the alleyway. He slowly walks towards you, forcing a left that comes out in an unnatural staggered segments. He gets closer to you. You notice his pupils are absolutely enormous. He brings the knife up, and his face peels apart at the lips, screeching in pained agony. You wake in a cold sweat. Oh, fuck. Wake up, everyone. Well, look, it's like 3 a.m. I heard something outside. Was it one of those crows? They never shut up. It's him. Huh, Selena? It's him. What's the plan? Selena makes... Okay, but eyes on the doors and windows. If he makes it inside, run out the front door or downstairs. Downstairs? What if there's less room down there? Then we'll need to manipulate the lights down there. Find the light bulb, pulley. When he gets close, turn off all the lights. He's got that knife, so run for the front door when there's an opening. What if it isn't working down there? Our eyes can see better in the dark than him. We can run in circles around him while he's blind down there. He doesn't stand a chance. Don't count your chickens before they act, Oleg. Oleg, can you outrun him? Of course! Rena, do you see anything out the window? Rena's in charge, but you can see storm clouds in the distance. It'll get too muddy for him. But he's coming through one of the windows. The window's glass is if you tried to break it, everyone would hear. Huh? Whoever built this cabin definitely was here for the long haul. See anything right now? Nothing. We'll keep watch. And it's in the bedroom here. What the hell is this? Did Razazel make this? It had to have been him. We found the body stuffed in the barrel. That creep saw us and ran. Who would do something like this? A monster. That's right, Rena. The last time we saw what was that noise? What? Get to the staircase now. As you run to see him standing by the front door, he wipes his eyes on his sleeves, completely drenched from head to toe. He attempts to smile, but looks completely out of character. You slow down your breathing and make it to the staircase safely. The basement key locking the door behind you. That should slow him down. Can you take the lead? Of course, Selena. Not while he's behind. We'll be right behind you. You speak of your descent. Let's go play Ghosts in the Graveyard tonight. It's too dark. What if one of the adults catches us? We're faster than them. Rena, Game to be the ghost first? Why me? Because your eyes can see in the dark the best. That's the perfect ghost. Sure, I'll go hide first. Hey, Oleg? Yeah? You were slower than Bullock with a stomach full of herring last time. Pick up the pace this time. Trust me, it won't happen again. Nobody trusts you, Oleg. Everybody laughs. You hide behind some equipment in the sawmill. It takes the group 2 hours to find you. By that time, Selena yells, "Ghosts in the graveyard." You've already tagged Bullock and Oleg. You're too fast, Reina. Nobody sneaks up on me. Nobody. Reina, what's going on? Nothing, I'm just remembering something. Oleg went ahead. There's no time for this. We need to go. You snap out of it and begin to descend. You must be furious to be causing that much damage. Oleg, you found a light switch in there? Yes. Get in position. We'll be right down. The locked door is keeping him busy. That door is pretty old, though. Did you see the holes in it? He's coming out. Run. Your eyes strain further to see further down the staircase. You can't hear him. Reina, we have something special to introduce you to. Razazel, come on out. Don't be shy, Razazel, that is his name. Reina won't bite. Nice to meet you, I'm Reina. It's okay, your cousin is great, Bullock. Just wait, everyone, give him a little bit of time. He has the world's best puns. He memorized every single one Grandma told him. Grandma brought me this book. It's 500 pages. Yeah, everyone laughs with Raziel. Enjoying a nice meal together, Raziel tells countless puns. Bullock howls with laughter. The adults shake their heads in agony. His joy is infectious, making Saxopan a better city for everyone, except for one. And you're slowing down again. Selena, Raziel. What about him? I keep remembering him, I see. Crew, let's keep going. You continue downward. What the hell is this? But the light isn't working. No time to find a weapon in here. Let's keep going down. I can see a light further down the staircase. He keeps people in cages. What the hell? You're stuck to the floor at the bottom. You can barely make out the light on the right, east. There's 3 other doors, north, south, and west. And tries the door. Locked. This room is tiny. How are we gonna get around him? Don't be scared. Let's try the other doors and see if we can lock it from the inside. Which way, Reina? East. Leave us alone. You left the knives upstairs. It's 4 against 1. Leave with your life. Say hi to Raziel for me. Why? Shut the drawer.
Lee, cabbage!
Hello. I'm not okay with this.
Onion!
You're being held back by their human emotions. I'll need a few months at the very least. I'm in Want to be the judge this year? Ignore them. I found some fascinating stuff using the mouse holes. I need to explain what the hell this is. What the fuck? You were fattening him up? Or were you scaring the hell out of him while you hesitated? You take the basement drawing with you. I will never forgive you for this. You shut the drawer.
Wee! Cabbage!
Chop that sound off.
Onion!
Never fear, onion is, like my cousin Cornbread says, I'll rise to the occasion.
Raspberry!
Always bring your raspberry.
Oh, yeah?
Potato. Potato? You have nothing to give me now. Leave me alone. This is the only way to escape, Potato. We need to leave at the same time. I'm not leaving the cabin. Potato, please. We want to see her. No. Cabbage tries whispering, and he can clearly hear every word. They can release us. Play along. Maybe they'll pity us. Yeah? I'm not working with them. But right now, I pity them. I'm just an old, disgusting, foul-smelling... That's enough. Potato's words cause a regression to stir inside you. Keeping the intruders around might be entertaining for now. You slide the drawer closed, giving them some time to stew in their thoughts. That was scary. I just want to... So we're just a murderer just waiting for people to show up. And we're just killing them? Is that the story? And eating them? And forcing people to make choices? No, I don't know. And you. You have a strange nightmare. Potato, wake up. I said, wake up. The others are causing you to become weak. We need to get you back to normal. Less talking, less of it, especially if someone's trying to become stronger than you. That used to make you upset, right? I'm keeping an eye on you. You ask for how long? At this rate? Never. You cough profusely, covering Potato in kindness. You're beyond disgusting. So then, are you going to fight back against the nightmares? Punish the spirits that made your life a living hell? Yes. Perfect. Let us give them no quarter. Close your eyes again and let's traverse the abyss. Relax your muscles and get ready for what's next. Welcome to Nightmare Mode. If you survive, must save the game. Thank you for getting this. Your bravery is commendable and will be rewarded. Thanks for playing. Oh, almost forgot. Nightmare mode activated. You'll wake up in the bathroom again. Aw, motherfucker. Fuck. Do you see how dark it is? It's cold. But I can look at you. Look at me. Are you scared? I'm scared. You wake in a cold sweat. Your surroundings feel completely different. Maria's presence is enraged. She's beckoning you. You get up and leave the bedroom. It's a beautiful sunny day outside. What a fitting to such a horrible nightmare. You head to the kitchen for some breakfast. This will take ages to clean.
Good job, Pablo.
Take a few bites out of the meat. Turn to the ash pile over the oven. Are they still upset? You head back to the bedroom to take a nap. Which one of them is causing this? Mariah, Anatoly, Gregor. Probably Karen. You crawl into bed and fall asleep. You have a strange dream. This is so creepy. Wait, what? A what? Huh? Wake up, sleepyhead. Karen? Karen isn't here. It sounds like she's whittling something again. Did she escape the basement? Karen? No reply. We head over to investigate. Another trick by one of them. Who's still missing? Karen? Someone's tapping on the window. I can't get the taste out of my mouth. Are you done, Anatoly? They're getting more and more bold in their actions. You head to bed to sleep on it. You have returned to the first floor of the cabin. Wake up, sleepyhead. Karen? Don't argue. You crawl out of bed to face them. Wake up. You've been waiting all day. Be satiated by this opportunity. Would you like to start the ritual? What ritual? A ritual to manifest alternative possibilities. Mistakes amended. Regrets unrooted. Let others depart earlier than me. Let me survive this time. This means join hands with us and form this pact. This ritual is like anything you've heard of. Agreeing to the pact could result in horrors worse than death. Anger channel linked. Extremely dangerous. There might be no going back on this decision. Think carefully before making a decision. This might be a good time to save the game. Okay. Have you made a decision? Nod. Save Maria. Wonderful. Take my hand. Take Karen's hand. you've chosen correctly. I am proud of you. Your breathing begins to slow. The frost collects on the windows. One of your eyes rolls backwards, causing you to drool a little bit on the floor. Something's gone horribly wrong. Oh, this is so creepy. Anatoly picks the shortest stick first, leaving the cabin. Then Gregory goes, then Karen, Anatoly, Gregor, Karen. Once the three are gone, it's just you alone with Mariah. Thank you for getting me through all this. Anatoly's eating the meat breaks most people, but not her. Dissipate, the storms come out again, so I'm so happy the storm clouds have gone away. I couldn't have done this without you. Mariah's eyes widen, looking into yours. I want to stay here and take care of you. All my life I've been looking for my true calling, and it was with you all along. No need to ask questions again. I'm here. 75% of my own will, 65% by compulsion. She answered correctly. How did she know? But your authority is extremely bothersome. Do you want me to show you a special technique my grandmother taught me to help with the pain? You nod. Great. Sit down on the rocking chair and let me go to work. You sit down, watching intently as she comes back with a towel and a bucket of water. She's gonna drown me. I hope this is the start of a beautiful relief. Close your eyes and relax. You close your eyes, smiling as she gets closer. Throws you to the ground, sinking the knife into your chest. Oh, hello. It's finally over. No more victims. No more grieving parents. Your reign of terror is over. You're slowly bleeding out, but it takes longer than expected. I'm going to tell everyone what happened here. All of the remains recovered. I'm burning this hut to the ground. You try to get out a few words, but the lung has completely collapsed. Don't talk. Your hearing begins to fade as you lose consciousness. Unlike, I'm taking no chances. Going to watch you die in front of me. Then ash. Your body finally gives out, a stain removed off the earth. A storm cloud lifts off every town. After the events, Mariah embraces her destiny. The lessons of I keep clicking the button would break most people, but she uses to become a stronger person. Preparing Anatoly, Gregor, and Karen, she works with the Polish government to eventually return to home. April of 1945, Mariah is selected to attend the conference in San Francisco. She's picked over to meet Mussolini to represent Ukraine at the first meeting of the United Nations, elected to be the first committee. She helped create the preamble of Chapter 1 in the UN. Years later, she'd go on to form a committee to invest atypical beings. Using the cabin as a blueprint, countries around the world began to document numerous abnormalities, impacting everything from death rates to food prices. The committee had revealed that many historical events were swayed, either directly or indirectly, by these atypical beings. Mariah provided expert testimony for the many trials that took place. The books and notes found in the cabin gave helpful insight to prosecute efforts around the world. When she reached 85, she became bedridden due to cancer. Her med loved one, she tells everyone in the room about the cabin. I miss them, like Gregor and Karen, but I can leave this earth happy knowing I shared their memories with all of you. I'm sure Gregor would be laughing right now. Passed away due to complications, surrounded by loved ones, her legacy serves with warmth. Cities became safe again, children could explore freely. The world is now a better place from her actions. Picking companions. Is this over?
Лучше спи с двумя глазами открытыми.
Okay, I think I'm done. I might come back to this eventually. It was a good game. I did like it. Who's potato supposed to be? But yeah, no, I liked it. It's good. I'll probably play again. I may move one. If the one game I have set takes less time than I had scheduled, then I'll probably just do this one again. Hello! No thank you. Go away. But I think I'm done for the evening. Have a good night. Bye. No thanks. Bye.